Okay. So, eto na naman tayo sa Balitang-Balita Ngayon. Ngayon ay May 17, 2020. Alas 10 na ng gabi. Napod na naman tayo ng gabi. And eto yung para sa akin 10 importanteng balita today. At number 10, yung mga speeches ni Obama. Na-featured to sa CNN kanina. Obama cites the need for leadership. Na-feature dito sa New York Times. So, ang nangyari is that nagkaroon siya ng 2 graduation speeches and then he offered to advise to students na parang nasa inyo yung kinabukasan, whatever. Kinriticize din niya yung leadership ngayon. No? Hindi naman niya binanggit talaga outright ang president, pero syempre he's criticizing the way the US government is handling the pandemic. And of course, sabi nga ng CNN expect na natin na may mga sagot ng mga tweets na naman ng ating presidente. So for me, that's number 10. Okay, on to number 9. I think this is a list of the smartest companies. It caught my attention kasi sabi ko, baka yung mga importanteng company kaya mabanggit dito. So anyway, rundown lang natin. 50 Baidu, okay, and Ant Financial, Snap, Salesforce, Daimler, Veritas Genetics, Jumia, Africa Internet Group, Blue Prism, number 43, HTC, Alibaba, number 41, GE, IBM, Adidas, Bluebird Bio, Flipkart, For All Secure, M-Copa, Foxconn, Oxford Nanopore, Tesla, number 31, Sophia Genetics, Kindred AI, Kindred Alba yan, Rigetti Computing, Microsoft is number 27, Mercado Libre, Dow Jones Industrial, DJI, Udacity, number 24, Facebook at number 23, Illumina, Gamalon, Ionis Pharmaceuticals, Desktop Metal, Carbon, Merck is at number 17, Apple is at number 16, Vestas, Wind Systems, Quanergy Systems, Intel, number 13, First Solar, Face++, Spark Therapeutics, ito na po yung mga nasa top 10, Spark Therapeutics, Regeneron, number 9, Tencent, number 8, Kite Pharma, number 7, iFlyTech, number 6, Alphabet, number 5, 23andMe, number 4, Amazon, number 3, SpaceX, number 2, Nvidia, number 1. Ito is galing sa may MIT Technology Review, 50 smartest companies. Kaso nga lang 2017 pa. Pero para sa akin, to be in this list. Kasi hanggang 2017 pa lang naman talaga yung list. So wala pa yung 2018, 2019. I don't know how this works Baka talagang merong delay yung pag-present nila ng mga 50 smartest companies. I'm sure merong rason kung bakit. So for example, si Nvidia ba't sa number 1? Nvidia, Santa Clara, California siya. Years on the list, 2015, 2016, 2017. So 3 taon na siya. Valuation is $90.9 billion. Ang kanyang spending on R&D is $3 billion. Though Nvidia still makes most of its money from selling graphics chips for video games. Kaya pala naalala ko video games. It has established itself as a leading provider of processing power for AI software. Okay, that's the cut. And its newer AI-related businesses are growing quickly. So yan. So makita natin talagang ang Nvidia. During its most recent financial quarter, revenues from its data center, automotive businesses increased by 186% and 24% respectively over the previous years. The company says all the major internet and cloud service providers use its chips to accelerate their processes, and a number of large car makers, including Toyota, are using its autonomous driving technology. Wow, nabanggit po si Toyota. So, ang Toyota pala partner si Nvidia sa kanyang mga chips. Alright. So, yun. That is number 9. Okay, so number 8 na tayo. Number 8, syempre, dito naman sa Philippines, sa Inquirer.net, ang number 8 for me is yung sabi ni Ivana na hindi daw siya nasa dyan. Joke lang din, hindi yan. And number 8 is about the typhoon Ambo hitting 79 million damage. Yung kanyang damage na iniwan sa agriculture is 79 million. While medyo malaki syempre 79 million, but still for me it's thankful na rin tayo dapat dahil kakaunti lang yung tinamaan sa atin, kasi considering na nasa lockdown sa COVID-19, and I think even ang US ngayon is bracing for hurricane sa East Coast naman, no? So sana naman wag masyado silang maapektuhan, kasi kawawa naman ng mga tao na naka-lockdown na at lahat tatamaan pa ng ganyan. So mabuti na lang sa atin hindi masyadong mataas yung damage na, no? Syempre may damage pa rin, wala naman tayo, typhoon yan natural may tatamaan yan, but at least hindi siya ganun kalakas compared sa mga alam naman natin kung gaano kalalakas ang bagyong tumatama dito sa atin. Okay, number 7 is about the DOH issuing guidelines, yung mga back-to-work guidelines. I think a lot of companies are already preparing to go back to work, lalo sa NCR. Yung mga quarantine measures is going to be eased down. Kaso nga lang, yun, ang ating number 6, something to do with yung warning in the public ng task force. Sabi niyang task force ang mga mall daw pasasara pag hindi nasunod ang physical distancing, kasi parang ang nangyayari ay parang normal na hindi dapat gano'n, no? Ang warning sa atin is that sabi sa GMA 7 News, ito sabi, COVID-19 task force urges public not to get excited, no? Yun nga, as I said, yung mga pictures dito, yung mga talagang parang akala mo normal na okay, so hindi tamang maglaylo na tayo, no? So pero yun, marami namang ginagawa ng hakbang in order to prepare the public. Okay, number 5 is yung issue syempre sa China, no? I think sabi to sa New York Times. In China, medyo well expected naman. I think lalo na ang US, talagang sinisisi talaga nila maigi ang China because of what happened, na hindi na war, hindi winarningan yung buong mundo sa COVID-19. So dito yung tungkol sa mga 8,000 naka-quarantine sa China, quarantine in China amid the new coronavirus infections. So medyo nagsimula na naman, kaya nakakaloka. Kasi siyempre ang China napakalaking bansa nito, the biggest in terms of population. Nag-open sila, hindi naman siyempre lahat ng tao makakasunod dyan. That's why natatakot lahat sa nangyayari. So ngayon, even ang India is extending its coronavirus lockdown by 2 weeks to May 31. Parang tayo din ang India, no? And yun, medyo nakakatakot ito. Tapos also I think sa Bloomberg to, no? Sa Bloomberg naman, so we're still in number 6, no? Sa China. In number 6, Americans are giving made in China the cold shoulder. Tapos nagkakaroon sila ngayon ng problema because China, sabi dito, China faces angry world seeking virus answers at key WHO meeting. And they're going to be questioned. They're going to be I know some people might probably pillory them, in front of everybody because of what happened. I'm sure it's going to be bad, no? I don't know how China would take this, Pero ganun talaga, even if they have a sound argument, everywhere in the world ngayon, even yung mga made in China is now being shunned by consumers. So wala tayong choice doon, talagang mangyayari yan. Okay, for me, number 4, balita sa Wall Street Journal. Okay, dito sa Wall Street Journal, ang gusto highlight dito is yung opening ng auto industry to be slow and arduous. I think it's not just the auto industry, but parang halos lahat naman talaga ng industries. Pero syempre, since tayo ay associated with a leading car maker, yung auto industry's opening being slow and arduous, rebooting more than 40 US assembly plants, sabi dito. Thousands of component makers that supply them is likely to be lengthy and difficult process. In fact, ang Fiat Chrysler 6.3 billion euros credit line. So ganun katindi ang siyempre ang epekto ng auto industry, no? Ngayon, number 3 for me is the corporate profit, no? This is in Fortune 500. Diniscuss dito yung corporate profit. Industrials, kasama dyan ang mga airlines, 81.3% ang gino-consider nilang pagbagsak ng corporate profit. Healthcare, 14.4%. Earnings for quarter 2 2020, bababa ng 14.4%. Consumer staples, yung mga kailangan, pero consumer staples, Costco, ganyan, 14.1% na babagsak. Hindi masyado apektado, pero apektado pa rin. Okay, inline ito with retail, 16%. Ito 14.1%. Energy down 149.2%. So medyo energy will be hard hit. Kasi nga, kung magsa-stoppage ang wala namang gagamit ng mga energy. Materials, 35.9%. Financials will be down 48.5%. Information technology will be down 9%. Siyempre, kailangan pa rin, kaya hindi masyadong naapektuhan. Consumer discretionary, ito yung mga medyo luxury items, Sephora na dito, but 100.7%. Talagang walang naiwan, nag-loss pa. So, yan ang nakikitang corporate profit scenario. Okay, for me, number 2, and this is important for me kasi siyempre nasa stock market tayo, and yung financial kasi is really a mirror ng economy ng nation. So dito, ang tanatanong ng isang article dito sa Huffington Post is, will there be another stock market crash? So in March, sabi niya dito, yung US experienced one of the worst stock market crashes in modern history. Importante ito sa atin, even in the Philippines, kasi marami tayong sinusupply sa US. Isa sa mga favorite trading partners natin ang US, despite of what other people say. Okay, so yung kababagsak pa lang nila ng 2008, mabawi-bawi ng konti. So yun, medyo ngayon magka-crash na naman. Sabi niya dito, governments around the world pump an additional of $9 trillion back into their economies in order to stimulate growth, which help reinflate yung bubble noong 2008. Ito yung pagbawi ng 2008. We've seen this movie before, sky-high real estate prices, sky-high stock prices. So, parang sinasabi nila, ito yung prelude to the Great Crash. Nangyari, kinumpare din nila yung 1929. Pareho ba? Ang concern lang is yung present crisis daw, sa Great Depression daw, the unemployment rate during the Great Depression was greater than 20% for several consecutive years. Presently, ang unemployment is only at 14.7%. Staggering figure, maaari ding umingkrease sa mga susunod na mga buwan, pero parang hindi naman, no? Kasi karamihan sa mga na interview ng mga Americans, sinasabi nila na naniniwala sila yung trabaho nandiyan lang. So pag nag-open na uli yung economy, they will be back. So I think according to CNN kanina, parang nasa 80% ang naniniwala na yung trabaho nila ay nandyan din. Babalik lang sila pag nag-open na ulit ang economy. Okay? Sabi dito, the Great Depression is also resulted in several consecutive years of falling GDP, a widely accepted measure of economic health, the worst of which occurred in 1932. So from 1929, ang pinaka-worst nila nangyari ay 1932 with a decrease of 12.9%. Ang IMF ay sinasabi na ang expectation daw ay decrease of 5.9 in annual GDP for 2020 and a projected growth na in 2021 by 4.7%. So what they're saying is that this is just for this year, but then for next year it's going to turn around. And this is not Donald Trump, this is by experts. Of course, ang nagsasalita nito mga nasa investment world, natural. They would not deny, they will deny all sorts of claim about stock market crash. Pero karamihan naman nagsasalita dito kahit paano meron namang basihan ng kanilang sinasabi. So we can take that with a grain of salt. Tingnan natin kung how it works. But as it is now, ganyan naman ang expectation ngayon sa market. And finally, syempre, ang number one pa rin sa atin is yung current scenario ng COVID-19 sa Philippines, which is 12,513. Ang recoveries daw ngayon ay nasa 2,635. So na-alarm ang ating task force. Parang meron daw deadly resurgence. Okay? May nagwo-warn pa sa atin against what we call a second wave, to which yung isa kong dating estudyante sabi niya, wala pang second wave. Ito pa rin yung first wave dahil hindi pa naman bumababa, lumalabas na tayo. This is what we call an enhanced or a modified first wave na hindi natin pinapansin pero nandun pa rin tayo sa first wave, which is I think is a good argument, right? 208 new cases on Sunday, bringing total infection to 12,513. Ayun, 2,635 yung ating recoveries. Para sa akin, hindi dapat hindi dapat nire-report na ang recoveries I mean, again, ang recoveries ay nire-report alongside death. Kasi ang importante sa atin, yung addition ng dalawa, yung summation ng dalawa, because 2,635 plus 824, which is yung ating death toll, may number yan, 3,259. So, you will now compute 2,635 divided by 3,259. Yun dapat ang magiging nating survival rate sa mga close cases. Kaya mataas pa rin yung ating death ratio compared sa population kasi ang baba ng ating ng survival rate natin. Tumaas-taas na nga yan. Dati nga 40% lang yan. Samantalang ang mundo ay 80%. So sinabi natin yan sa mga dati nating news. Ang sabi natin is that kaya ganyan yan dahil ang Pilipino ayaw pumunta sa ospital hanggang hindi talaga may sakit na. Yung talagang gumagapang na halos. So, ang pinakaano talaga niyan, pag may maramdaman ka, talagang dapat matreat ka na. Pumunta ka sa hospital or something. Kasi, yun nga, magpa-testing na at malaman na talaga kung may sakit ka. Kasi pag hindi, it will continue and magiging worse yan. And ang pangit dyan, hindi mo na siya matitreat kung kailan, too late na. So yun, 12,513, alarm syempre ng ating ATF, yung testing capacity, yun pa rin, lagi nating tinetrate ang testing capacity. Kanina, I've heard another friend of mine na nasa hospital. Sabi niya, hindi daw talagang para sa kanya, hindi masyado dapat critical, hindi na critical ang testing Kasi ganun din naman daw, pag na-test ka ng negative, napaparanoid ka rin eh. Ay, teka, baka mayroon na akong nakakuha. So, magte-test ka ulit. Which I think aligns with what I'm saying. Kasi, hindi ko na kailangan sabihin yung mga reasons na yan eh. Kasi ako, I'm a business person. I just look at the results. Ang results ay ang US. US has how many millions of testing? Look at their ratio of their cases to the number of population nila, yung death nila compared to the number of their population. I-divide mo ang ating population versus sa kanila 3 times lang. Kasi they have already almost pushing to 2 million. Tayo, ang cases natin, 12,000, whatever. Kahit pa maging 20,000 times 3, dapat 60,000 lang sila. And they have 1 million plus. So, with all the testing, hindi nila natitigilan ang pagdami. So, what does that mean? What does testing do? Diba? Wala. It's a sort of false feeling na okay ka. Tapos yung pala, asymptomatic ka pala. O kaya naman yung isang kasamahan mo, akala mo okay ka na, naging lilo ka na, whatever. Tapos nakakita ka naman ng hindi naman pala na test or whatever. So, unless everybody gets tested every day of their lives, I mean, if it's the US, with all the testing that they're doing. In fact, they're even saying na kulang pa yung testing natin. Tayo pa. I mean, ang point ko lang, hindi talaga ang testing. Talagang dapat yung pagsunod sa mga tamang protocols. Social distancing, wearing of masks, avoiding crowded places. Diba? Pagsunod sa tamang ng batas, kung saan po pwede, saan hindi po pwede. Yun eh. And then, pag may naramdaman ka, talagang dapat magpunta ka na sa authorities at you get tested. Pero pag hindi ka naman makakaramdam mo whatever, bakit ka naman magpapatest? Yung mga mass testing, yung mga rapid testing, maamya yung iba dyan, pag nagka-contamination pa dyan, imbis na alam mo naman dito sa atin, di ba? Kaya we approach that with certain doubt. Ang mahalaga dito is discipline rather than testing. For me, I've always been consistent with that. So yun lang po, yun ang ating natin ngayong araw na to, mga news natin, and I really hope that matapos na itong ating mga kinakaharap na problema, and so that we can go fighting other problems. COVID-19 should go. We really should go back to our new normal. God bless the Philippines. God bless everybody.